Imagine being trapped in a room with two doors. Behind one, no sleep for days. Behind the other, no food. Which would kill you first? The answer might shock you, because while both are deadly, one attacks your mind long before the other destroys your body. Today, we're going deep into one of science's most brutal questions. What happens when the human body is pushed beyond its limits? We'll examine historical cases, laboratory experiments, and medical mysteries to uncover whether sleep deprivation or starvation is the faster killer. But more importantly, why does your brain start hallucinating before your stomach stops working? And what does this reveal about our fundamental biology? To understand this life or death battle, we need to break down exactly what happens to your body and mind when deprived of these two essential needs. We'll explore the neurological breakdown of sleep deprivation, the physiological collapse from starvation, documented cases of extreme deprivation, and most crucially, which one will kill you first and why. But first, let's understand why sleep isn't just rest, but a biological necessity more urgent than hunger. Sleep isn't optional. It's not something your body can adapt to doing without. In fact, sleep is so critical that prolonged deprivation leads to complete systemic failure. Let's examine the stages of sleep deprivation and what each one does to your body. Stage 1. 24 hours without sleep. After just 1 day without sleep, your cognitive function plummets to levels comparable to having a 0.17% blood alcohol content. That's legally impaired in most countries. Your reaction times slow, judgment becomes clouded, and dangerous microsleeps begin. Brief seconds where your brain shuts off without warning. Imagine driving like this. Now consider that many emergency workers and medical professionals routinely face this level of impairment. Studies show that after 24 hours awake, your risk of causing a fatal accident increases by 600%. But the damage goes deeper. Your body begins producing excess cortisol, the stress hormone, which impairs memory formation and weakens immune response. Stage 2. 48 hours without sleep. At the 2-day mark, your immune system operates at just 50% efficiency. Your brain, desperate for rest, starts playing tricks on you. Visual distortions appear. Shadows move at the corner of your vision. Inanimate objects seem to breathe. Auditory hallucinations begin, with many reporting whispers or their name being called. This isn't psychological, it's neurological. Your visual cortex becomes hyperactive, while your prefrontal cortex, responsible for rational thought, shuts down. Special Forces operatives report that after 48 hours without sleep, even trained professionals experience sleep monsters, vivid hallucinations of people or creatures that aren't there. This is your brain's desperate attempt to force sleep by blending dream states with waking reality. Stage 3. 72+ hours without sleep. By day 3, full-blown psychosis sets in. Paranoia becomes overwhelming. Many believe they're being watched or followed. Time perception distorts. Minutes feel like hours. The most disturbing symptom? Complete emotional detachment. Parents report feeling nothing when shown photos of their children. This is when the brain begins sustaining permanent damage. Gardner's 1965 experiment remains the longest documented case of intentional sleep deprivation. By day 10, he couldn't complete simple math problems or remember what he'd said moments before. While he survived, brain scans showed lasting cognitive deficits. More terrifying are cases of fatal familial insomnia, FFI, a genetic disorder where victims completely lose the ability to sleep, leading to death within 6 to 36 months. Now that we've seen what sleep deprivation does, let's examine its deadly competitor, starvation. Unlike sleep deprivation's rapid neurological effects, starvation is a slower, more insidious killer. But make no mistake, it's equally deadly. Let's break down how your body consumes itself when deprived of food. Stage 1. 24 hours without food. In the first day, your body burns through glycogen stores, the quick energy in your liver and muscles. You'll feel hunger pangs, but cognitively, you're still sharp. In fact, many report increased focus during short fasts as adrenaline spikes. This explains why some cultures and religions incorporate fasting. It briefly heightens mental clarity. But this is just your body's first phase of adaptation. Stage 2. 3 days without food. By day 3, your body enters ketosis, burning fat for fuel. Prisoners of war report that after 3 days, the stomach stops growling. The real danger begins as the body starts consuming its own tissue for survival. Stage 3. 3 weeks without food. At this point, your body has exhausted fat reserves and turns to organs. The heart muscle weakens, leading to arrhythmias. The liver struggles to filter toxins. Most victims die from cardiac arrest or systemic infection as their immune system fails. Gandhi survived his famous fast by drinking water and allowing small amounts of lemon juice. But even this nearly killed him. Without any intake, death typically occurs within 3 to 6 weeks, depending on body fat. 4. The verdict: which kills faster? Now the moment of truth, examining the evidence. Sleep deprivation. Death in 10 to 14 days, based on FFI cases. Starvation. Death in 21 to 70 days, depending on body composition. But here's what these numbers don't show. Sleep deprivation destroys your mind long before it kills you. Starvation preserves cognition until the final stages. Animal studies prove this conclusively. Rats deprived of sleep die within 11 to 32 days, while starved rats survive longer but with severe physical deterioration. 5. Survival strategies. If you ever face extreme conditions, remember, for sleep deprivation, prioritize micro-sleeps. 90-second naps can provide temporary relief. Stay hydrated. Dehydration accelerates cognitive decline. For starvation, conserve energy, limit physical exertion. Seek high-fat foods, provide long-lasting energy. Which would terrify you more? Comment below. 6. Conclusion. Sleep isn't a luxury. It's the foundation of survival. While both deprivation types are deadly, sleep loss attacks what makes us human first, our minds. So tonight, honor your biology. Turn off the screens, close your eyes, and let your body do its most vital work, keeping you alive. Subscribe for more extreme science,